I'm here. Yes, this is another English video, one of the few I have on my channel. I am going to proceed to show you one of the best applications I have ever seen in my life. And this is not a joke, this is not any kind of promotion stuff. I genuinely think this is like a revolutionary kind of thing. So the application is called Smith OS or Smith maybe operating system, I don't know. But what matters here is what this application can do. So like Smith OS is some kind of AI agent creator that lets you create any kind of workbench that provides you with tools for programming AI. It's really interesting stuff that I'll show you guys right now. So what we have here is it's like some kind of workbench where you can do AI stuff for pretty much anything, and you have this little workspace where you can drag and drop stuff and basically connect it with nodes. Right now I have an example right here that I made myself with pretty much zero knowledge of the application itself, so this kind of shows how easy it is to use. This is like an example I have right now. I want to go step by step, so we're going to create another one, name it Discord bot AI, the agent as an empty agent. There you go, we got our little workbench right here. You can see a lot of stuff right here already. Components, we got the base, advanced, crypto, data types, logics even. So if you want to do some conditions like and or at least at most, there's also more stuff like GPT plugins. You can actually insert like web browser, you can access links. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of handy stuff right here that you can use for pretty much anything. You got agent plugins that you can import agent plugins, or you can search from the store. We also got Hugging Face models. If you don't know what Hugging Face is, it's basically a place where you can upload and even import AI models from the web. Here's the funny part though, integrations. We got, for example, Discord, we got GitHub, we got Telegram, we got Stripe. It's pretty much a lot of API stuff that we can mess with. We're gonna be focusing on the send message one, which is this little thing right here. I'm gonna just drag and drop the thing and it just works. So if I click the little gear right here, you're gonna see that there's some settings. We can actually like paste our Discord bot token right here and it's going to do all the magic for you. We are going to connect an API so we can pass our data through the API to Discord. We get the API endpoint, your input basically. We're gonna leave our method on pause. We're gonna give the endpoint a name, do it Discord AI. There you go. We don't need a description. We'll leave this check mark because we're gonna make an AI bot. So basically what we're trying to do right here is the assistant, which is going to be ChatGPT, and we're gonna call this one right here LLM assistant, which is like the talkative bot that we get response from. Here's the tricky part. It's not that tricky though, so it's really easy to use. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention that if you click on the year, you can actually get props for everything. Like you get settings for each node right here, so you can even choose our model of GPT. We're gonna stay with GPT 3.5 Turbo. Alright, so we get these three nodes right here: user ID, conversation ID, and user input. So this right here, this is the thing we're gonna use right now. So we're gonna click on the plus button and then we're gonna add 4 properties, right? We are gonna add user ID. We're not gonna touch anything else. Then we add another one, channel ID. Actually, we're gonna make 3 properties. We're gonna name the last one, we're gonna name it user prompt, or we can just name it prompt. So we got our 3 parameters right here: user ID, channel ID, and prompt. So we're gonna pass them to the LLM assistant. How do we do that? Alright, it's simple. So we're gonna go up here and click on debug. There's a little switch right here that lets you debug your application. So we click on this thing and you'll see that there's a little button right here. So we click that button and then we can see outputs and input. This is not needed right now, so we just click step and there you go. So now it's closed, the debugging session has closed, and we can check the logs right now. So if we click this, you'll see that there's a debug log with the results, but we're gonna focus right now on the body here. If I hover my mouse on this and then I click this thing to pin it, you'll see that there's the parameters that we mentioned before inside of the body JSON. So we got user ID, channel ID, and prompt. Alright, so what we can do right now is pass it to the LLM assistant. But there's an issue here because basically this thing is asking for a string. We cannot pass a JSON as if it was a whole string and expect it to work. There's an interesting thing right here that will let us split our JSON into single strings. We're gonna turn this off. So here we see request parts. This is basically what we're gonna do. We need the JSON name body, then the parameter user ID. So we write body dot user ID. Alright, so we get the string here. If we debug this, you can see it's gonna be empty right now because there's no user ID. Alright, but we get it as a whole string. We're gonna do the same steps with prompt and channel ID right here, and there you go. So basically conversation ID in LLM assistant is some kind of token that you can provide to recognize which conversation is which. So we're gonna pass the channel ID to the conversation ID right here. We're gonna pass the prompt, which is the user input, to user input, and then we're gonna pass the user ID to user ID right here. So right now we got 3 parameters connected to LLM assistant, and this response output right here that it's going to help us send a response to Discord. So this response output right here is going to go to the content property of Discord message sender, which is going to be like the message the LLM assistant is going to reply us with. Then we get this channel ID and we pass it right here. Right now we're all set up, and all we need to do is to pass a token for this bot. So we're gonna head to Discord developer portal, and then we're gonna make a new application right here. I'll name it Discord AI, and I forget to apply. Oh wow, burger, there you go. Yeah, you know, we're gonna go to OAuth, and we're gonna click on OAuth URL generator here on the bot section. Then we're gonna go down here on the bot permissions. We're gonna click administrator, and it's gonna give us this generated URL that works for the invite of your bot right now. And I'm gonna send it to this one server I made for this special occasion to show you guys how this is made. So basically right now we got our bot on Discord working. Well, it's not working, but we'll make it work right now. We're gonna head to the bot tab. We're gonna scroll down a bit. Well, I'm gonna activate all of these, but I think for this specific occasion, message content intent is what you wanna activate. We're gonna save changes, and now we're gonna click on this thing, so it gives us a token that we can use. And we have to put this 6-digit authentication code, which I'm gonna do right here real quick. Submit. And then we get the token, we copy paste it here. It's basically time to test right now. We're gonna click on this little button right here on Smith OS, and we're gonna get this cool link right here. So once we got this, we can actually send a message. We can actually try to send a message to this Discord bot, and it will reply to us. So we can click this thing right here that says try it out, and it will let us edit this body right here. So we're gonna do bonndubz for my user ID. The channel ID is going to be general. We copy the ID of the channel and we paste it there, and the prompt is going to be something like, I don't know, hello, how are you? And we execute that function. We're gonna wait, and there we go, we get the response. And we're gonna go back to Discord, and there you go, we got the answer. This is pretty much a little example of what you can do with SmithOS, but you can do like so many things that you can imagine. Here's like a list of agent templates that you can use. We got Azure stuff, we got GitHub, we got email senders, we got Dropbox folder creators. We can remix them. We can actually like make our own projects out of pre-made stuff like this. So anyways, this is pretty much everything. I just wanted to show you guys this this amazing tool. I'll let you the link below to SmithOS if you want to try it out. That's all.